Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I actually have a cold. I'm sick. The weather in the UK is horrible, so please excuse if my voice sounds kind of horsey. HSTikTok, aka Harrison, recently did an interview with Fred spoke about Misfits and why he decided to do it, basically saying that if the money's right, he's gonna do it. He doesn't need to fight. He's only doing it to get a quick bag and then leave.
Enter into the influencer boxing world and get on Misfits. When do you start talking to mums?
When he came through with a check. That's I've always said, like, because, you know, I make my money, so I don't need to fight. I know there's people that fight on Misfits and things like that because they need the money or whatever. It's never been a thing for me.
See, this is like the issue that I have with the way Misfits is viewed, and why I can see why people are saying that the scene will fall off soon. It's because people see it as only people who are fighting influencers or people who need to do it. Like, that's their only thing. You know, it's not influencers anymore. It's just people who are just influencer boxers. Like, I don't know how to describe or articulate what I'm trying to say, but like, influencer boxing isn't influencer boxing anymore. Like, someone like HSTikTok shouldn't be viewing it as something like, oh, I don't need to do it. I don't need to do it. Like, he shouldn't view it as something like that. It should be something that, like, influencers are seen as a good thing to do. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know how to articulate it. Like, for example, Ethan here in this video, when he's coming at Anthony Taylor, basically saying that he needs to do this because he doesn't have anything else.
I think as a character he's hilarious, right? Yeah. But he's also such a fucking beg, man.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but...
Was this on Twitter?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no. So he tweeted, like, how's Behzinga going to decline his first Misfits offer and say blah, 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 know your worth or whatever. And I was like, bro, if you could suck Mams's any harder,
yeah,
it'd be in your sternum.
Yeah.
He was an MMA fighter that fought other trained MMA professionals that has now transitioned to fighting YouTubers,
yeah,
and TikTokers and influencers, and he says he's a company man. You are just a beg. That's what you are. You are just a beg. So I said, Misfits say jump, you say how high.
Yeah,
we're not the same.
Yeah,
if we whittle it down to just me,
yeah,
I've got side plus, side men, all these things.
He's a busy man.
I don't need to do it. I don't need to do it. It was more like, listen, if the money's right, I'm there.
Yeah,
I'm there. I'll do it.
Yeah,
and everyone's allowed to think that they could beat someone in a fight.
Like, that's not what influencer boxing was supposed to be. It's supposed to be influencers who have other stuff, influencers who have other platforms and are just choosing to do influencer boxing to either elevate their careers even more or for a bag. Now it's more of people who don't have anything else but influencer boxing. And that's how everyone views it, because that's how it is. And I feel like that's what's making it not last, because then it's just not influencer boxing anymore. All the influencers who had a big platform and had a big following are not doing it anymore, because Jake Paul didn't need influencer boxing, KSI didn't need influencer boxing, Logan Paul didn't need influencer boxing, but they were doing it. And because now all those people don't do it, Misfits is now looked at as something that only people who need it, only people who only do influencer boxing can do it. When it comes to Ethan rejecting the deal and people making a big deal out of it, Ethan views it the same way HSTikTok and everybody views Misfits. Like, they don't see it as something that helps them. You know, they don't see it as something that elevates their career. It's just a quick paycheck and something that they just don't need to do, like Ethan said, so he can reject it if he wants to. I just feel kind of bad for Joe Weller, because a lot of people wanted him to come back into the ring. And even when you hear him speak on that waffling podcast that I think is cancelled now, but they did an episode and they were talking about the fight, he seemed excited to fight Ethan. Like, he wants to fight Ethan, obviously way more than Ethan wants to fight him. So it's like, who is he going to fight now? Like, Joella's kind of on that level where I just have no idea who he can fight. Like, I don't know if I can see him fighting any of the Misfits guys. Like, I don't know. So it's a bit tricky. Salt Papi, in a recent interview on Fred Beck's channel, has said that Gib has to fight him next. A lot of people in Fred's comments of this video were not really feeling Salt Papi saying this, because of the fact that this guy is literally on 2 losses and now he's saying he wants to fight Gib and Gib has to fight him next. Like, I don't think that's the right thing for him to say, I'm not gonna lie. Like, not that you shouldn't believe in yourself, but saying that Gib had good wins recently, saying that he has to fight you, who's come off of 2 losses, like, you're not gonna come across well. And he didn't, when you look at the comments. In this interview, when he was reflecting on how the fight would go with him and Gib, he was talking about the weight, and it depends on the weight.
By me or Slim, don't really matter.
How does it go with you and Gib? What happens in that fight?
Gib. Like, what weight? Depends what weight.
What was the kingpin weight tax? Gib looked very, very strong in that weight. 165.
165. You know, like to go on the fight with Slim, I drained myself, man. I was like, I was sick. Man, I felt sick, man. Like losing all that weight, man. So much. But yeah, I'm like, I'm man enough to like lose the weight, accept the fight, not complain, just fight. And that's me, man. I'm a warrior.
Well, so looking back, you were saying how good you felt, how Solomon was saying how fresh you felt, your coach Solomon. Now, looking back at it, do you feel like that was too much of a rush, all the weight loss?
Man, like when you lose weight, yeah, when you get the abs, you think you're gonna perform better in it. But that's not what happened. Nah. I'm more stronger when like, when I'm a little bit more chubby.
So it seems like he feels as if him losing all that weight makes him not perform his best. I did hear Leon and a lot of people say, even professional boxers, saying that the way Salt Papi lost weight wasn't the right way. Like, he lost it way too quickly and he lost a lot of his strength, which is clear to see. And now he is acknowledging that. I still like Salt Papi, and I just can't help but feel like a lot of potential with him has just been wasted, because in this influencer boxing scene, like, you could be at the top, be the most loved, and then a loss literally ruins that. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Put in the comments what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.